Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of our Madden 24 franchise series, where we will be playing as the Carolina Panthers. Now, this will be a rebuilding series. I've seen a lot of franchise rebuilding content on YouTube, and a lot of them will do like a long simulation rebuild in the one video, or maybe an hour-long video, and they simulate through 4 seasons until they've got their team built up. But this is going to be a ground-level rebuild series of the Carolina Panthers. Now, there are probably worse teams in the NFL right now. Carolina Panthers just had the #1 pick in Bryce Young that we will be building around. But this is going to be a ground-level rebuild series. Each episode is going to go through just 1 or 2 weeks of the NFL season. We're going to slowly scout prospects, go through the NFL draft. We're going to play all of the games. It's going to be as realistic as I can possibly make it, and I could not be more excited. So let's get right into it here. We are going to be playing our role as the coach. So Frank Reich, I'm sorry, you're going to be out of here. When it comes to my coaching style, it looks like the only 2 options we have are staff builder and team builder. I like to think of myself as a player's coach, so I'm going to go team builder. I think that starts us out with some attributes that are better for building up our players and our team rather than building out a coaching staff. Anyone who knows me in real life knows that I am 6 foot 8 inches tall, 280 pounds of pure, raw, unadulterated muscle. Now, we can get the 6 foot 8, 280 frame on our coach apparently, but really, I'm not getting the exact muscle definition that I want here. Coach Kai, last name Rogus, looking a little too plump here. And now, on the coach apparel, they have this whole section for coach apparel, where the only thing you can change is your shirt, and the options are the polo or this really disgusting, bulky looking sweater. So I guess we're gonna go with the polo, but man, they gotta get these coaches some drip in this game. So the new head coach of the Carolina Panthers, head coach Rogus, Kai Rogus, and we are going to be starting. This is not a fantasy draft or anything. We're playing with the actual Carolina Panthers. We will start in the preseason so we can get some training camp and development in of our team before we start the season. As far as the settings go, we are going to be playing on all Madden, the hardest difficulty, on simulation style, game style, so that our players will play as true to their real selves as possible. For quarter length, I think I'm just going to go 6 minutes. I might up that to 8 in the future, depending on how we're feeling, but for now I'm going to leave it at 6. 20 minimum play call and all that is fine. Now, here's something I actually do want to talk about. Play call cooldown. I won't do this for defense, but for offense, you know, it's Madden, and once you find a play that you're really into, you can just spam it over and over again. And if I think the AI defense in this game is supposed to be more adaptive to stopping that, but if you have a play that's just freaking butter, dude, you want to call it all the time, I'm going to implement an offensive play call cooldown. Now, I've been thinking a lot about what the best number for this would be, and I think I'm going to do 3. So typically that means we can't use a play more than once every set of downs, theoretically, is kind of the number I'm going with, which should prevent any play spamming, because in real life, you would not be able to do that. Defenses will sniff that out in a second, those NFL defenses. As far as a play call limit for the game, I think I kind of want to leave this off, and if I had it on, I'd want it to be a high number, like 10 or something. Like, you can limit it, 20 is the max. But it's like, I'm not going to be calling the same play 20 times in a game. But it's like, if I have a favorite verticals play, and I'm in a late 3rd and 20 situation, I have to get it. And I can't use my favorite verticals play because I've already used it 3 or 4 times this game. I don't want to run into that situation, but I shouldn't be able to spam the same play multiple times in a row, or even super back-to-back. So I think play cooldown of 3 is good. But for defense, my defensive play calls are always going to be reactionary to the offensive sets that are put out against us, so I'm not going to put any cooldowns or limits on that. I am going to leave the dynamic momentum and home field advantage settings on. Now, I've only played a little bit of this game, and this is actually my very first next-gen Madden game, so I'm still new on like the throwing mechanics, and the way this game runs is a lot different from old gen that I'm used to. But another thing that is new in next gen, which I believe this is in Madden 23 as well, but I did not get to experience it, are these momentum and home field advantage mechanics. This can mean, like, if I'm playing against the New York Giants and their home field advantage is once they get some momentum built, which could be like from an interception or a couple of sacks in a row or something, whatever might trigger it, then there's constant like camera rumble on my screen because the crowd's going crazy, or sometimes my audibles won't go through properly because the home team crowd is getting so loud that my players can't hear the audibles or stuff like that. Really cool stuff to add to the realism and the immersion. So like I said, I'm going to try to make this feel as much like real football as possible. So we're going to keep all the settings on that'll make that feel more realistic. All this stuff I think I'm going to leave it manual, except finally we can stop auto-progressing, or not auto-progressing, but automatically reordering the depth chart. Typically week to week in Madden, if like a player comes back from injury or you make any trade, it'll automatically reorder your entire depth chart to whatever Madden system thinks it should be, which is typically not too far off, but a lot of times it's like, I really want to have a specific receiver in the slot, and if his overall is a little bit higher, they'll move him off to the outside receiver, and I have to change it every single week. I don't want to do that crap, so I'm leaving it at manual to where it'll never change the depth chart. The only thing that I'll have to be careful of is if we do have a player coming back from injury, I will have to re-implement them into the depth chart, or they'll stay out of the lineup. We're not going to auto-progress players either. We'll be doing all of that ourselves. Salary cap will be on. We cannot just sign any players we want in free agency. We're going to have to work around our salary cap, and that's going to make for some very interesting offseason moves, I'm sure. It's going to be amazing. Now, I did mention injuries. We are going to have injuries on. The only injuries I will turn off is pre-existing injuries. I want all NFL players to be available and, you know, healthy at the start. Typically, I turn off practice injuries because there's nothing I can do about that, but in real life, there's nothing you can do about it either. So for this series, we're going to be leaving it on. And in all of my like personal franchises that I play with friends or by myself, I always turn injuries off. But in this series, we are going to roll with the punches. So if our starting quarterback or a star player goes down out for season, we're going to have to manage however we can. Everything else, I think I want to leave on. I'll turn the draft timer off just so if I'm doing some commentary, we don't miss out on a pick or anything. Coach firing, you know what? If I suck, if our team goes 2-15 and the Carolina Panthers want to fire me, so be it. We'll leave that on. I think everything else is about how I want it to be. So without any more further ado, let's take control of the Carolina Panthers and see what we can make happen. Now, what I really want to do is redeem the 2015 Carolina Panthers, that amazing Cam Newton MVP season that did not end well at all in the Super Bowl against the Denver Broncos. We have got to redeem Carolina for that heartbreak of an ending to a season. So let's see what we got to work with here. Now, I went with the Carolina Panthers because they're a team that has not been good in real life recently, but they do have some really, really great young pieces to work around, most namely quarterback Bryce Young, the first overall pick in the most recent 2023 NFL draft. Number 9, they already got his face scan in the game. Bro is looking crispy. He is a hidden depth trait. I imagine being the first overall pick in the draft. I think he's going to be a superstar once we get his 500 rookie snaps in to unlock his potential. I feel like he's going to be a superstar. I really hope so, but I don't know. Only thing about Bryce Young, though, he is only 5'10", which is pretty small for a quarterback. Now, some are able to make it work. Russell Wilson, when he was with Seattle, was really able to make it work. Kyler Murray sometimes looks like a superstar and other times looks like, I don't even know. But we've got stuff to work here. He only has 87 speed, which isn't the fastest, but it's definitely mobile enough that we can move around and make stuff happen. Playmaker-wise, he is mostly an improviser, but I guess he's equally a field general and a scrambler based on his player archetype overalls. But improviser, I think, is the way I want to go with Bryce Young. But first and foremost, we might just want to go the field general route to get those accuracies up. But honestly, for a rookie quarterback, his accuracies are pretty good. 87 short accuracy on a rookie quarterback is really, really good in this game, at least based on what I've played before. Like I said, I haven't played next gen, but typically the ratings are all kept the same. Only 87 throw power as well is pretty tough. We can't throw it too deep with that. I don't know what the max range is based on throw power is, but throw power also affects like the speed and velocity of the ball, so it's harder to get it in even on short passes, tighter windows with not the highest throw power. 87 is usable, but we're not going to be Josh Allen or a Patrick Mahomes or a Trevor Lawrence slinging the ball into these tight windows. We're going to have to work Bryce Young up, and that's what we intend to do. But what else we got? We have a superstar at left tackle. Ike Mekwonu, he's only a 79 overall, but he's 22 years old with a superstar depth trait. For those of you who might not know what the depth traits are or what they do, the tiers are normal, star, superstar, like we have here on our left tackle, and X Factor. Now, what those do is basically the higher tier you are, the faster you develop as a player. And when you're a superstar or an X Factor, the top 2 tiers, your players unlock special abilities that other players don't have that let them make crazy plays on the field. Being that he's a superstar, but he's only 79 overall, he only has one superstar ability available right now. As he gets a higher overall, you can see 80, 85, and 95. We can add more to him, but the only ones that are even available to him right now are Nasty Streak and Unspun. Unspun will make him elite at preventing spin pass rush moves from the defensive line, but I think I want to keep Nasty Streak, where he will frequently attempt and win impact blocks against linebackers and defensive backs. So if we call any like screen passes or tosses or something, and Iquanu is going out on a defensive back or a linebacker, it's gonna pancake him, mow him over, and it's gonna be a big play. So I love having that young stud at left tackle. What else do we have here on the offensive line? We got a couple of star dev trait players. The rest of our offensive line is pretty average, basic, mediocre players. We've got Christensen and Bozeman, 73 and 72 overall. But let's look at our receiving core and the rest of our skill guys. Now, I will say, right off the bat, I don't think Adam Thielen's going to be sticking around. He's the best receiver on our team currently, but he's 33 years old. He's only going to regress. So I think the first move I'm going to make, as far as player personnel goes, I'm going to try to salvage Adam Thielen and get as much as we can for him, whether that's some draft compensation via some picks, or if we're able to include him in a trade package to get a player back that's going to be useful for the future. I do want to sack Adam Thielen, salvage him for as much as I can get back for him right now, which honestly, with how old he is, with a normal dev trait, only being an 83 overall, I am assuming we're going to be able to get very little relatively for Adam Thielen, but I do think I'm going to go ahead and try to get him off pretty quickly here. Our second receiver is DJ Chark Jr., who I actually really like. He's only 26 years old, so we could definitely develop him a little bit. He's got some years left in the tank while he's on the ascension as far as his prime goes, and he's not quite in that regressing stage yet. He's also a tall, very fast receiver. 94 speed puts him in the top bracket of speed for receivers, which is very important. According to this analysis, he's the number 76 ranked wide receiver in the league, which is interesting. But he's also 6'3", so he's fast and he's pretty big. Not the biggest receiver, but pretty big comparatively to a lot of receivers. So I think DJ Chark could be a very special player for us. As far as running back goes, the Panthers just acquired Miles Sanders, I believe. Star dev trait at 26 years old. He's got 91 speed, which is decent, but not crazy. I have not decided if I think we want to roll with Miles Sanders and see what he can do for us, or move off to maybe a younger, cheaper running back that could develop into something better. We've also got Hayden Hurst at tight end, who is now 30 years old. He is older than I thought. I thought he was a little bit younger than that, and maybe we could build around him. We might need to be looking for a new tight end soon as well. On the defensive side of the ball, everyone knows about Brian Burns, who's only an 87 overall in Madden this year. I don't think he had the greatest season last year. Obviously, he's still a star player, but I believe in one of the more recent Maddens, he was even a higher overall than that. But regardless, he is 25 years old, superstar, so he is going to be the anchor of our defense. It looks like he has a free ability spot that's not even being filled right now. Also on our defense, we have one of my favorite young safeties in the league, Jeremy Chin. This guy is amazing because he is a 6'3" safety, which is tall to have on that back line of your defense. He's only 25 years old with a star dev trait. We can develop this guy quite a bit, and he's got 93 speed. So he's a fast, tall, young defensive back flying around back there. I feel like Jeremy Chin is going to be a very important part of our defense as well. We've also got Von Bell as our other safety, who is already 28 years of age, and he's not the fastest at only 87 speed, but an 84 overall. And wow. After all the stuff I just said about Jeremy Chin, Von Bell is older, shorter, slower, but he's currently a higher overall. So Von Bell, at least for a season or two, I bet can put in some good work for us. Then rounding out the notable players on our defense at middle linebacker, we've got Shaq Thompson. At the corner spots, we've got Horn and Jackson. And then our right end, 84 overall star dev, we have Derek Brown, who's only 25 years old. At an 84 overall with star dev, he could develop into someone very effective as well. And lastly, on our special teams, we've got what for a long time was considered the best punter in the NFL, Johnny Hecker. And then at our kicker, I don't even know who you are. 91 kick power, 87 kick accuracy, usable, but not insane. So we'll see what we want to do there, if anything. So before we even get into training camp and developing our young players, I want to see if there's any roster changes we want to make right away and see what we're able to get. So I'm going to head over to the trade center and see what's available. And like I said, I think first thing I want to try to do is move off of Adam Thielen, maybe get an even better receiver if we can include some other pieces in the trade package. So I'm going to pull Adam Thielen out here, and I'm just going to start cycling through teams and see what we've got. I also wanted to make a note to take a look at our cap room. We've got $19.2 million in cap space right now, which I think is pretty good. What I would love to do is get some young stud wide receivers to develop alongside Bryce Young, and over the next couple of years really develop a super strong passing offense. The first player that comes to mind when I think of a young receiver that needs a lot of time and has the potential to develop is Chris Olave from the New Orleans Saints. So I'm sure it's going to take quite a bit to be able to get Chris Olave in, especially when we're offering a receiver with 10 more years of mileage on him, who is already not as good as Chris Olave is as far as overalls go. So this is going to be rejected, certainly, but I do want to see where the interest level is. It's extremely low, but if I add a pick to that, I have done a little bit of trading on some offline franchises, and I found that picks are extremely valuable in this game. Particularly first-round picks, obviously, seems to drop off quite a bit after that, but even second-round picks can be very effective. Now, for Chris Olave, he's 23 years old, 6 foot. He's got speed to him, 84 overall. I believe he had like 93 speed or something like that. He's fast. Like, this is a receiver we can build a powerful passing offense around. I don't know how much a second-round pick is going to be valuable. You look at real life, players are being traded for almost nothing, you would think. In past Maddens, it's been so difficult to trade for star players. Picks are almost worthless. And then you've got players being traded for just a first-round pick or just even like a second or third-round pick for these like star players. So I think picks are more valuable this year. So we saw how little they were interested in just Olave for Thielen straight up. That was never going to happen. We add a second-round pick to it. How much more interested are they? Honestly, I was hoping for a little bit more interest. Still not even halfway there. Not looking great right now. I'm just noticing we have so many receivers on our roster. I'm sure by week 1 of the season, as we move through the preseason, we'll have to make some roster cuts. We've got plenty of receivers. We have a surplus that we can move off of as we build our actual receiving core. But I'm going to have to do a lot of workarounds here to see what I can figure out for Chris Olave. They're obviously much more interested if I swap out that second-round pick for a future first-round pick. But still, we have a ways to go. I feel like I'd have to add like 1 or 2 more higher picks to be able to get it. And I don't know if Olave's going to be worth a first and a second and like a third or something. That seems like a lot of draft compensation to give up for Olave, especially because we're the Panthers. We're not a great team yet. And I am not expecting that we are going to have much success in our first year or two. So we're really going to have to make a point to prepare for building a team through the draft. So I don't want to give up all of our draft compensation yet, especially when I don't think we're going to be a great team for a bit here. So what sucks too is in real life, the Carolina Panthers don't even have their first round pick for the upcoming draft. And so in this game, I don't even start out with that asset to be able to utilize or even trade. Our first round pick is not till 2025. The 2024 first round draft pick for the Carolina Panthers is already off somewhere else. Surprise, surprise, Adam Thielen has absolutely no trade value whatsoever. So at this point, I think I just want to sack him for whatever I can get. I still don't think it's worth even having him on the team for this year. We are not going to be a contender in any kind of a way, and even having him for 1 year isn't going to do much for us. So I don't even think in the sense of developing Bryce Young, he's going to be that helpful. So I really just want to sack him for whatever I can get. I'm going to try to get a second round pick for him, which will either help us in a future trade or maybe even get us a decent player in the future. And just like that, we have completed our first trade in exchange for Adam Thielen and a 6th round pick. We were able to acquire a 2nd round pick from the Philadelphia Eagles. Get leased, Philly. We did just lose our number 1 receiver for a 2nd round pick, which maybe is a questionable move, but I think that 2nd round pick is going to be very useful in a trade to acquire someone that's going to be a much better fit for us. Another young stud receiver that came to mind that I would be very interested in acquiring is Falcons wide receiver Drake London. Now this is a big boy. Drake London is 6'4" and he's 22, I think a year younger than Olave. The problem with Drake London is he is pretty slow. He is only 88 speed compared to Olave's 93. So in a perfect world, I'd love to somehow get both. But these dudes being young, highly likely to develop into star receivers are tough to trade for. Thielen had absolutely no value, and a second-round pick that we got for him in a 6 is going to be way more useful in trying to make a trade like this happen. I still would much rather have Olave, especially when Drake London's only an 80 overall as it is, compared to Olave, I believe was like an 84. So I'm going to try a little bit more Olave, but if I need to change course and try for London, who could still turn into a star #1 wide receiver, then so be it. I just realized we also have Deion Jones on the roster. Only 28 years old. He's regressed to a 76 overall. He was much better in previous Maddens. A fast middle linebacker, comparatively at 89 speed. What's your change of direction as well? Does it even show it? It's like the most important rating for a user middle linebacker. Doesn't even show it, but he's been a great user on defense in past Maddens. I'm surprised he's so low here, but maybe he could do something for us as well. I also glossed over Horn earlier, but Jaycee Horn at 23 years old is going to be an amazing #1 corner as we develop this team throughout this series. 92 speed as well. Nice. I'm not having any success trying to trade for Olave, but a lot of that could be because we are a brand new rookie head coach with no attributes in any of our talent trees. Eventually, once we get some coaching staff points for, you know, having some success in some games, we could upgrade our ability to be more convincing in trades via stuff like getting a discount on we would have helped getting more back for Thielen if we had this mentors wanted attribute, which would let us be able to get more for players that are over 30. This would make draft picks potentially more valuable, things like that. So maybe that's going to be the move. Maybe we can't get Olave yet, or a player like him, but we prove we can do something with what we got, and then we can convince these other teams to start making some trades with us. That might be the way we need to go. So let's jump right into training camp instead of trying to mess with more roster moves for now. But let's just go ahead and focus on developing our key pieces. And the key piece of all key pieces for us is our rookie quarterback, Bryce Young. And so throughout training camp, what we can do here to unlock their depth traits, rookies that have hidden depth traits need at least 500 snaps. And through training camp, we can get them a lot. 200 rookie snaps for a gold, 300, and as well as a skill point, which is a whole level for their overall, and XP that'll work towards another level for development. We can do a lot here. So let's get into training camp. The most valuable training camp drill for quarterbacks is pass skeleton outmanned. Getting a gold on this will be the best way we can develop Bryce Young in training camp, but as it says, we are outmanned. We have 3 receivers going up against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defensive backs. I guess 2 of those could be linebackers. But let's try to get gold on this. There it is, DeMarshall Jr. on our first pass attempt. Now, the way this works, each time we have a consecutive pass completion, that multiplier in the top right will increase. Now, the way you get gold on this is it's more so about consistently stringing together completions of passes more so than it is getting touchdowns and big plays. Those will give you more points once that multiplier is up. But the way to get gold here is just to continue to get completions until you get those big multiplier touchdowns late in the game. And we've got 53 seconds left of play time in this drill to try to reach that gold. What sucks about this is there's no hot routes or audibles. It throws the play at us. I've done a little bit of this drill before in my own franchises, and when you get to that goal line situation and it's having them all run deep routes, it becomes annoying. Luckily, we can restart if we mess up too badly here, but I think I'm going to look for Marshall Jr. again here over the middle. We might have him back in the end zone. Keep your feet in. He's out of bounds. I'm going to go ahead and restart. That's not the best start we want to that drill. I thought we had that, though. That looked like it was there. I might need to try to use some of that precision passing to try to lead him more inbounds there. But typically I found the shorter like drag routes or the over the middle stuff like Marshall Jr. here again. It's typically what seems to be the most open here. And I'm going to hit him right there. Hold in. Oh, he'll stay up. Get a lot more yards out of it. There he goes all the way down to the 5. We've got Chenault Jr. on a zig route here that might be open. Oh, we've got Chark is out of bounds. Dadgummit, man. I got to try to lead these guys more in bounds. Bryce Young, come on. We got to show out in practice here. Over the middle, we've got Chenault Jr. is going to make a move down to about the 6 or 7. Don't have any quick routes here. I'm going to look for either Chenault on that double move over the middle, or maybe Marshall Jr. breaking out to the right corner. Over the middle. Got him. That's going to be a touchdown, and our multiplier's up to 3. Contested on the sideline. Going to be picked. Bryce Young, what are you doing? It's almost like someone's controlling you and making you throw bad passes. Restarting again. There it is. A one-play touchdown to Marshall Jr. on the little post crossing route over the middle of the field. I'm going to look to see if there's any chance Chenault Jr. on the right side here is going to beat his man. We're sagging off, so I don't think so. So we're probably going to hit Marshall Jr. on this zig, or maybe Chark over the middle. Looks like we've got the zig open. And like I said, completions are all that matter. Let's string a few in a row. That was just a dumb decision. Who is controlling Bryce Young, dude? This guy sucks at quarterback. Tough showing for this Panthers passing attack in training camp so far. That's another bad decision by me. It's going to be a long season. There we go. Starting to get something going here. We've got up to bronze. Multiplier of 4. Got there a touchdown to Chark. Complete to Marshall. He makes the grab down past the 10. It's these like red zone and goal line scenarios that are the toughest on this. I think Chark over the middle might sneak open. No, we've got sideline. Marshall, keep feet in. Touchdown. We might have something going here, but there's only 18 seconds left. It's going to be tough to get a gold here. We're going to need to make some completions for touchdowns fast. I got greedy there. Tried to sneak one to Chark. Lost our multiplier. That's not going to do it. It's the outmanned portion of this drill that makes it so tough. But that's why it'll be the most effective in developing Bryce Young once we get gold on this. Touchdown to Chark. Hopefully we can start building something here. Oh, Marshall stopped running his route, but we still made the completion. That was scary. I've got R1. I probably could have gone to that receiver on the crossing route. Don't want to risk it there. I got to keep this completion streak going. Trying to go to the sideline. That's going to be incomplete, bro. This is tough, man. This is tough. Hopefully this just means that this Panthers defense is going to have quite a season, but it probably just means that head coach Kairoga sucks. But these training camp and weekly practice drills are actually new to this game, and some people say they're a bit tedious because you got to do them every week. The weekly ones are a lot easier than this one I'm doing right here. But I think it adds a lot to the game, a lot of potential playing time, and allows you to be a lot more ground level and connected to your players when you're working to develop them in practice every week. And throwing picks with Bryce Young, absolutely decimating his morale and his confidence before his rookie season. That's exactly what you want in your new quarterback. Tough grab there. Made the catch for a touchdown. I think this time we got something going. I'm going to hit Chark for a quick completion there. Like I said, we just got to build up that completion streak multiplier. And then we can start going for touchdowns late. Oh, bring it in. Oh, he dropped it. Back to the drawing board. I don't want to settle for silver on this. I really think it's going to do a lot for our franchise to start Bryce Young out on the best foot possible with a gold in this training camp. I've seen a lot of YouTubers get a little bit fed up with some of these drills and settle for silver when they can get it, but I'm going for the gold. Big pass to Marshall. Followed by a back of the end zone touchdown to Chark. Is this the run? Over the middle, hit him again. That's a... He dropped it! Finally had a good precision throw there on that sideline pass. Let's go. Wow, I cannot believe that worked. That's a touchdown. Wow, what a grab there to hold on for the touchdown. Oh yeah. Sideline catch, drags the toes for the touchdown. We're making something happen now. Every time I speak, bro, it's just in shambles. Every single time. Ooh, nice corner route from Chenault there. Gets in the end zone. Ooh, there's that precision pass. Oh, we've got him right sideline. No one's on him. Outmanned, and he's wide open, butt naked out there, up on the right sideline for a touchdown. What is that, man? Every time I get excited, it's gone. Bro, the play art is a drag route, and he's curling in the middle of the field. Nice move to get in the end zone. Can we get the corner route? Yes! Goal line deep pass. Gotta love it. I don't know what we're gonna do here. It's gonna be either Marshall making a break into somewhere open off of his option, or maybe Chenault's curl to the right. I might have a window there. I don't like any of it. Had nothing there. Had nothing because they're calling a deep pass on the goal line.
Oh,
Bryce, who are you throwing to?
embarrassing.
Yes! Oh my gosh, we got a shot here. We got a 6 times multiplier. There's only 12 seconds left, but we are inching away up to that gold. Oh, come on, give me something. Over the middle, it might be there. It might be there. I think that's there for a touchdown. We got the gold, baby! Oh my gosh, I've been on this drill for 30 minutes, but we got the gold to happen. Let's just have some safe completions to end it out. Not lose any of our score, ladies and gentlemen. It was a grind. Bryce Young, I'll say one thing. We got some much needed reps with our rookie quarterback and his current receiving core. We had to buff out a lot of scratches. Let's just say that. It took work. That might get picked. We still got the gold though, baby. Goodness. That's going to be very valuable for Bryce Young. So there is his skill point and 2,500 XP, as well as it didn't even show he got 300 rookie snaps out of his 500 needed to unlock his depth trait. So that's going to be very useful. That quarterback drill we just did is one of the toughest I've done. All of these drills can be tough, but once you figure some of them out, it's much easier. Because I think there's a chance in some kind of big trade package we would move off of Derek, I'm going to go with Brian Burns and focus on him. So in this one, we have to engage in blocks with these offensive linemen, make it through the moving obstacles, and sack the quarterback in a timely manner. Now, it is possible to weave around the linemen without even engaging in the blocks to get to the quarterback, but to counteract this tactic, the game...
What?
Wow, Bryce Young with the broken sack of the century. Goodness. But to counteract being able to just weave around the linemen, you only get your score multiplier if you successfully shed their block. And sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's freaking hard. So usually, and I ran out of the zone. Great start so far. Usually for me on this one, I want to get a multiplier of like 3 or 4, and then you also, the faster you do it, get a better score. So typically I just go make the sack after I get like 3 or 4, but as long as I'm flying off, I'll take it. Like there's 5, I bet. Now smash him on target. Bro, Bryce Young, what is your break sack rating? Burns, go get the sack. And I fell out of the zone. What is happening? Does Brian Burns have like 50 rating in tackle that I'm unaware of? Or is Bryce Young's break sack a 99? Just kill him through the target. He broke it again! What is going on? I gotta find out Bryce Young's freaking break sack rating and Brian Burns' tackle, because this is not okay. We might be trading Brian Burns for a 2nd round pick in a minute. Took a shot there from the moving pad. Just kill him. I don't pass him that time. I wasn't pressing a button to try to sack him before, because typically you just run into him and it'll bring him down. But I tried to dive into him and just whiffed. Brian Burns having a rough practice today here in training camp. He broke it again. There's got to be something going on here. And he broke it again. We forced him out. You know what? Let's see if we can get it going off this rep. We got to find a better way to tackle him. I'm going to try like a conservative tackle next or something, which typically you don't even have to do to quarterbacks. But for the life of me, I can't figure out why Bryce Young can't be brought down. I feel like his break sack rating is like huge. And we got thrown out. That's a restart. Fight off the line. Fight off the line. You want to go towards the spinning pads that are going to throw you in the middle if they hit you instead of throwing you out of bounds. We have to go with that. Break off it. Bull rush. That's not going to work. Just get off me. And smash him. Bro, he physically cannot be tackled. I don't know what's happening. That was a conservative tackle. What is happening? Okay, I've done this drill a lot with much worse players than Brian Burns, and you just sack the quarterback each time. The game is not allowing him to be sacked. Only a score of 3, and he breaks it again. I don't know what's happening. I think Bryce Young has to have some crazy, like, break sack rating. It's my only explanation. And if so, we will make great use of that, I'm sure. But if he can't be sacked by one of the best edge rushers in the league, what are we doing here? He broke it again. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, I physically can't tackle him. Is there a Madden glitch where I'm unable to tackle? Burns, go get him! What is going on? Oh, these swim moves are dirty, though. Make the tackle. I'm not gonna... Dude, and he's falling over. I can't even, like, slowly pull him down. Hit him out. I'm out, bro! This game is broken. Guys, do not buy Madden 24. This is the worst video game I've ever played in my life. Madden sucks, okay? I've known that for years, but dog. It's the same thing every time. The game is bugged, bro. So I guess the move is hit him and hope I got there with enough time for him to inch his way out of the zone. What is going on? Wow. Alright, we got a multiplier of 6. I don't think that's going to get us gold, though. I still don't know why I can't tackle him. Literally hasn't worked. Alright, I got to... It's Brian Burns. He's pretty good. I'm settling for silver on that one. It's not like he's the corner piece of our franchise that is a rookie. You know, he's already pretty good by himself. I'll settle for silver. Why not? I don't know why that was so glitched. DB battle. Now, if you're going to try to upgrade in training camp or on your weekly goals, a defensive back, you want to go DB battle, not DB battle red zone defense. The reason is, as I will show in a minute, first of all, let's figure out who we want to go. It's either Jaycee Horn or, honestly, I like the idea of Jeremy Chin, but he is 25. I'm going to go with Jaycee Horn. He's got to be our focal point on that secondary. But the reason you want to go DB battle and not the red zone version of it is because in DB battle, for some reason, you get to see the play art of the offense. I think that's intentional because there's so much open field that you literally wouldn't stand a chance. And maybe you still don't. But you literally don't stand a chance in red zone because they'll just make a cut. I call that the red zone version of this game. I call it get outrun the mini game. Because the second they make you their cut, you have no shot of catching up. That's going to be a Jaycee Horn dropped interception. All right, good start. That's why he's not a receiver. On the out route, oh, we're jumping that. No, we're not, but we'll force the incompletion. On the crosser, we force the incompletion. I'll take it. Coverage sack. We already got the gold halfway through. This is why I said this is the way to go. Can we pick it? Jaycee Horn gets a training camp interception. Let's go, baby. It's so hard to play DB. I believe defensive back is the hardest position to play in football IRL. But in this game, it's pretty accurate as well because these receivers are faster than you and you don't know where they're going. It's so good. But when I can see the play art, I can actually play some defense. There's a gold and a skill point for Jaycee Horn. Now, I haven't done a wide receiver training camp yet because I want to try to get one of those young stud receivers. But I still don't know if we're going to be able to do that. I might have to try to get Drake London. Eddie Pinheiro is 27. Maybe it's worth upgrading him in training camp. Boom! Smash that target on the first kick of the day. We might have ourselves a kicker, ladies and gentlemen. It was very apparent during training camp for Bryce Young that we need an upgrade to this passing unit. And I think it's got to be at the receiving core. And I'm still not upset that we lost Thielen, but we got to get an upgrade. I don't think we're going to be able to get Olave, but I think there's a chance because it's a year older and not quite as high in overall. I think we might be able to get Drake London. I'm going to go for it. I'm having no luck getting Drake London either. Listen, I don't know if it's going to be doable to get one of these young, really high potential receivers. We might have to settle for something different. I could probably make the trade happen, but I'd have to give up way too much draft compensation. It's just not worth a first and 2 seconds and a third and a player or something like that for one receiver, I don't think. Especially when all those picks could turn out to be someone really special in the future. So we have to make an upgraded receiver, but we're not going to be able to get one of those prime candidates. It's got to be something else. I also don't want to take in a big cap hit. Like, I don't want to get Christian Kirk, who's only decent for $12 million. When we've only got $18 million left in cap room at the moment. Like, we can't get a Garrett Wilson. McCole Hardman could be something decent. He's got a star dev. He's only 25. In a perfect world to get someone younger, we're not even going to get Amon-Ra St. Brown. No chance at that. Jameson Williams, 22 years old, 79 overall. Only a 79 overall. This might have a shot to be doable. Jameson Williams here with 98 speed. I had no idea his speed was that high. Okay, I don't know if this is going to happen either, but I'm going to give it a shot. Their number one need is left outside linebacker, and he's a 26-year-old, 80 overall as our backup behind Brian Burns. He's only got normal dev trait, which is going to make him not as valuable, but this could go somewhere. He's a backup, and this would be for what would become our number one receiver. Let's see what we can do here. Wow, the yellow is still almost nothing on that trade interest level. Okay, this is worth a first-round pick. If I throw a future first-round pick in here, because we're not going to get a 98 speed receiver that's 22, already a 79 star dev. This is worth a first-round pick. That gets us close. I think we might have a shot here getting Jameson Williams, bro. Is it worth a first and a second, though? It's tough. We might not need it. Maybe we can get it with, like, a future third. That actually probably will go. Okay, I feel like the future third will go. I think we might have it here. I'm going to go with the fourth just to see how close that gets us. Not close. All right, let's go with the third. It was a yellow. Maybe this won't even work. The yellow interest, maybe it doesn't mean as much as I think it does. This is a future third, not even the upcoming third. Future third gets us right there. It's a third round pick. Let's just see if I go with the upcoming third, if they like that a little bit more than that far out in the future. It is a little bit closer. I think we just need to add a little something on top of this. It's going to be 3 picks, but we're keeping our second rounders. Our mid to late draft picks in the upcoming draft we're getting rid of, and we don't have our first rounder because the Panthers had already traded it away by the time I started this sim. Future first and the upcoming third and fourth, and our backup left outside linebacker for Jameson Williams, who will undoubtedly be our number one receiver. Trade declined with a sliver. All right, you want me to throw a 7th rounder on top of it? You know what? Just for you, Detroit, just because you've sucked for so long, kind of like the Panthers have, and you deserve some success, I'll throw in an extra 7th round pick. How about that? Still declined. They don't give a rat's butt about a future 7th round pick. Can't really blame them. That is quite literally worthless. Okay. How about a 5th round pick? Not even my best 5th round pick. You can have my worst 5th round pick. How about that? Trade accepted, ladies and gentlemen, a blockbuster trade. I didn't want to give up a ton of future draft compensation. I've been trying to avoid that so hard, but Jameson Williams is worth the first round pick, and those later round picks, 3rd, 4th, 5th, yeah, in real life, you might get a late round diamond in the rough, but that's so hard to do, especially in this game. I think it was worth it. I think it was worth it. We traded an 80 overall, but he's a backup to a position we already have a star at, so I don't think it matters. And then we gave up a first round pick, which does hurt, and then 3 other picks that are not quite as valuable. But we get 98 speed, 79 overall, 22 years old, star dev trait, our new number one wide receiver. He is going to have the most important connection with Bryce Young. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring in Jameson Williams. And I'm very glad we held off on the wide receiver training camps, because now we can take Jameson Williams and bump his overall up a couple of times before we head through the preseason. I'd also like to get a better tight end. I thought Hayden Hurst was younger. I can't believe he's 30. Oh yeah, it does not feel like he's 30. But we will get into this wide receiver training camp. I'm going deep for the 500 off the bat. Was I in the zone? I got it. Nice. Make these cuts. Ooh. Get it? That's 400. Bro, he's so fast! You see that cut? Oh my gosh. Okay, I should have waited to get out there to the 500 zone. I'll take the 300 with that multiplier. But bro, so quick off the line there. Jameson Williams, I'm already in love. I'm really happy with the acquisition of Jameson Williams. Look at that. Right off the sideline, hauls it in. Ooh! Oh my gosh, Bryce Young! What a terrible throw! Jameson Williams literally broke his ankles, and Bryce Young threw it in the dirt. I don't like that from our number one overall pick quarterback. Going for the 500 in the end zone. He's got it. And that's gold right there. Let's go with an attempt remaining. Are we going to get him 500 just for kicks and giggles? Haul it in, baby. He's so fast. Boom. 18,000. I think I've gotten higher than that before, but that's a pretty good score there. And Jameson Williams with a nice training camp as soon as we get him in that trade. He's going to do special things. I am hyped about him. And the more I think about it, the less I really want to keep Miles Sanders. He's on a 4-year contract, so it's not like we're about to lose him. He's not being paid that much. I mean, this year only $2.7 million, but that contract really scales up in the latter years. He's not the fastest or best running back, and as everyone knows in the current NFL market, good running backs are pretty much a dime a dozen these days. I feel like we get someone who can be just as effective and maybe cheaper and maybe younger that has a better chance to develop. I don't necessarily want to move off of him yet, but if we get into the season and he's not producing, he'll be on the trading block pretty quick. That's going to do it for training camp. I think we've got some great upgrades on our players. We could grind out a couple more, but I'm ready to get into like the nitty-gritty of the season, get to our first game. I'm not going to play the preseason games, but I'll do all the game planning for them, and we'll send them one at a time to see if anything important happens. I just realized Jonathan Mingo, he wasn't even in our like top 5 receivers, but we have a hidden dev receiver. Hold on. Whoa. Whoa. Hold the phone. Time out here. Jonathan Mingo, wide receiver, hidden dev trait. He's not obviously as good as Jameson, Williams, Chark, and then it was playing Shenault and Marshall over him just because the overall, they're also very young. Wow, they can develop potentially. But Jonathan Mingo's hidden dev trait. I'm going to probably move him up to wide receiver number 3 so we can try to develop him with that hidden dev. For our third focal player that we want to develop, Jaycee Horn, for sure. That's what I'm thinking. For sure, Jaycee Horn. This is just our normal practice drills. It's not the same as training camp. Some of the drills are about the same. Like the wide receiver one we did is going to be the exact same. For quarterback, instead of doing outman, we're going to do the normal one where we're not going to have double the DBs as we do receivers. So this should be a lot easier. Let's get out of here and have a good practice, Bryce Young. So we're having the exact same like set of routes it's going to throw at us. But as you can see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instead of 7. So there's 2 less defenders to ruin our frickin' day this time. We'll see how much that matters. Jameson Williams hauling in the touchdown. Let's go, baby. Jameson Williams on the post. Torches his man down at the 1. And he's coming off the drag route. That's got to be there. Throwing through those pads. Bryce Young, he's only 5'10". He couldn't see over him. It's not his fault. Woo! Jameson Williams with a downfield block for Chark's touchdown. Bro, I am in love with Jameson Williams. He's got the speed. He's making things happen already. And he's got downfield blocks. What is happening? Chark, corner of the end zone. Bring it in. Toe tap. Got it. I think if we get a touchdown or even a big completion here, we're going to get gold. Come on now. Oh, he's there. Wide open Chark. Keeps it in bounds. Turn up field. That's going to get us gold. Yeah, that one took me about 4 minutes. When we were outmanned, it took me over 30. Much easier for our weekly practices than that brutal, grueling training camp outmanned version of this drill. Goodness. This is a breath of fresh air. And how about we just weave in for a huge game with Chark to round out practice? Even though we've already got gold, why not? And back of the end zone one more. Wow, 21,697 points. Turns out there being less defenders on the field makes it a lot easier to dot up a defense. I think I can still go back to training camp. If there's another wide receiver drill, we can get Jonathan Mingo some hidden dev snaps, like his rookie snaps for his hidden dev trait. That would be huge. I'm going to do that after this drill. All right, let's take a look at Jonathan Mingo now. I can't believe I didn't even see him earlier. 22 years old. He's 6'2", 72 overall. Rookie with that hidden dev trait. He's got 90 speed, which is decent. With that 6'2" frame, he's a very well-rounded receiver. His best is deep threat, but he's only a few overalls lower at physical. This could be a big piece as well if we're able to develop him. So we got Jameson Williams, who's obviously the number 1. Chark is easily our second best receiver. After that, though, like, you can't make much of a case to say Shenault or Marshall or Bird are much better than Mingo. And with Mingo's potential for development, I think he's got to be our number 3. I mean, I've, in these practices, had some decent fun throwing to Shenault and Marshall, the juniors. But I got to put Mingo at the 3. And we do still have 1 wide receiver drill available for training camp. That's going to be the red zone attack. So, Jonathan Mingo, let's get you 300 rookie snaps out of your 500 and unlock that dev trait, my guy. If I go here, oh, give me that in the corner. Give me a good ball, Bryce. There it is. Perfect way to start. Being a DB is tough, bro. Throw the lob. Somehow we made it back to the 400 on that rep. That's crazy. Break it back out. Woo! Take it to 200. Oh, no. Oh, hold it in. Jonathan Mingo showing off at training camp. That's what we like to see. And then Bryce Young overthrows. It says perfect accuracy on that throw at the bottom. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, it wasn't a horrible ball. I was hyping up Jonathan Mingo. He probably should have got to that. Regardless, though, he gets his rookie snaps. He gets his skill point upgrade. And he gets a big chunk of XP. Now let's start upgrading these players. We've been doing training camp and practice this whole time. Wasn't worth it. We've got to level up for Brian Burns. He is currently our star player on the defense who for some reason could not tackle Bryce Young to save his life. I feel like that's a Madden glitch though. I feel like I'm gonna go speed rush until he's like a 90 overall because I think he can get another ability when he's a 90 overall speed rusher. So I'm gonna keep him on speed rusher, and it's not like the other stuff won't upgrade as well. It'll just focus the speed rush stuff, including giving him a whole point in speed. Jaycee Horn, he's going to be the captain of our secondary. I typically run more zone defense, but in this game, I feel like I've been liking man defense more. I'm going to go man defense for now. We'll see, based on how we play, what I tend to lean towards more as far as running zone defense. Jameson Williams, our new acquisition, who is our #1 receiver. I'm going deep threat. Deep threat is our best chance to get more release, which is just about the only thing he needs to add to his arsenal right now. That's going to make him quickly get off those presses and stuff and get open. His catching will need to be improved, but as we upgrade him, no matter what we do, he'll get that. Bryce Young. It's our franchise player here. We need you to be amazing. He had some good moments in practice. We had more reps with him than anyone else, as we should. But boy, in those reps, did we see some bad looks. Even when we were playing receiver and the AI Bryce Young was throwing some bad passes. So because I need to get that accuracy up, I'm going to upgrade Field General, which will upgrade our accuracy more than anything else. We're going to get +3 throw accuracy deep. You know what? I'll take it. That puts him at 84 deep, 83 mid, 87 short. And you know what? For a rookie quarterback, that's really, honestly pretty good. I'm going to let Miles Sanders do his thing. He's young enough and good enough that I'm going to give him a shot to prove himself before I move off of him. Like I said, he's 26 years old. Don't love the idea of holding on to a running back that's not like a superstar into his late 20s. It's just going to become more and more expensive and regress. But for now, until he gives me a reason to move off him, I'm keeping Miles Sanders, and we're going to move there. What happened to our right guard? Why do we have a 67 starting? You got injured! Okay, just out for 1 week. Corbett was injured in practice. We just played through practice, and we didn't even see it, and Austin Corbett got hurt. Listen, it's going to be frustrating when this stuff happens, but like I said, we're going for realism, and we're going to have to roll with the punches. So if our star right guard gets injured, we're going to have to deal with it. We got a 67 overall right guard, but it's just for 1 week, so we'll be fine come regular season. But I'm nervous to see if we have any more injuries throughout the preseason. Let's go ahead and advance week, and I'm going to go through this pretty quickly, and we're going to get to week 1 and get into our first game. So we've got training camp over with. We've made some roster moves and done a whole week of practice. Oh! Jameson Williams! Absolute masterclass of a practice from Bryce Young here. We have first tried this drill, have not thrown a single incompletion. Don't make me eat my words. Why did I die, bro? We had completed like 12 consecutive passes on our first attempt at the drill. And I followed up with the first incompletion right as I said it. Oh my gosh, I thought there was no way we weren't going to get gold. I think we got to get a touchdown here. Marshall on this quick drag, get in the end zone. That's gold. Let's go. Woo! I almost put my foot so far up my mouth. First try gold, Bryce Young. Fantastic practice. That's what we need to see more of. 7 through preseason, we've got a new injury. Please tell me it's nothing major. Backup left tackle broke his hand. He'll be out for 6 weeks, but he'll be back shortly into the season. It's not a starter. We're okay. Okay, every time I see a new injury pop up, I get scared, bro. There's another golden practice for Bryce Young. And it looks like that's all to do before moving on to week 1 of the regular season. Ladies and gentlemen, this is definitely going to be a much longer episode than we're typically going to have because we had to do all of our preseason stuff. But I'm not having the first episode of the series without playing a real regular season game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we've got some big decisions to make. So let's be realistic here. We got to look at our schedule. I am not expecting this first season to go well. playing all Madden for the Panthers. We got a rookie quarterback. We got lots of young players that got to develop. I'm expecting this to be a rough year. How rough, I don't know yet. Let's look at the schedule. Falcons, like, we got to make some guesses here. I think we can beat the Falcons, but I don't know if we're going to get a week 1 win. Saints have some star players. Seahawks are tough. Vikings are tough. So honestly, in our first 4 weeks, I wouldn't be surprised for 1-3. Maybe 2-2, but I wouldn't be surprised for 1-3. Lions we can beat, but say we lose to them and the Dolphins. We beat Texans, probably beat Colts, beat Bears, lose to the Cowboys. Titans might be a good game. Buccaneers might be a good game. Got Saints and Falcons again. We probably split season series on maybe both of those. Packers, they have Jordan Love at quarterback, but the rest of that team is very solid. But this is a pretty easy schedule, all things considered. Honestly, the schedule is not that bad. I don't know if we can slide into the playoffs. It's going to matter if we can just win our division. Our division's pretty weak. Falcons, Saints, Buccaneers. Do we think we can win that division and make the playoffs? I'm committing our goal is making the playoffs. That is our goal. We have got a young stud quarterback. We've got some young stud pieces. Can we just win the division? This might be the worst division of football. Panthers, Falcons, Saints, Buccaneers. Right now, none of those teams are standout teams. So we got to etch out a division win in this first season. And now we've got to talk to the media before our week 1 game. We're the new head coach of the Carolina Panthers, and we can have a statement week 1 here. It's time to speak to the media about the keys to winning on opening day. Now, we've got an 81 overall offense, 83 overall defense. So you would think our defense would be the key to this win, but with how much practice we've been getting with these receivers, I feel like our offense is going to be more in sync at the beginning than our defense. It might take us a bit to figure out our defensive schemes. So I'm going to say offense. And we've got Bryce Young, and I'm not big on our running back, so I feel like if anything is going to pop this game, it's going to have to be the passing game. Now, that is going to be tough because to reach this goal, we're going to have to throw for 350 plus passing yards in Bryce Young's debut football game. It can be done, but it's going to be tough. And I think they're about to ask me about Bryce Young as well, because we've got a rookie QB1. So let's set the expectations for his first start. What do I think? Do I have faith that he's going to pop off? It's the Falcons. They're not that tough, but they've got some players on defense. With Bryce Young making his debut, I'm sure there's a balance between pressure to perform and the understanding that it's his first start. What am I expecting from Bryce Young this week? A great performance, showing flashes or no expectations. It's a middle-of-the-road answer. It's kind of a cop-out, but I feel like showing flashes. He's going to have some good moments, I'm hoping, but I can't guarantee he's going to have a great game in his first ever start. I wouldn't say high or low. We want to see him make some plays, but we also understand he's just a rookie and that it may take some time. And so that's going to mean our goal for Bryce Young, on top of the 350 passing yards, is to get 2 passing touchdowns with Bryce Young. That is attainable. We can get 2 passing touchdowns. We can do that for sure. Cordell Patterson is their starting running back. They're not starting Bijan Robinson? That's wild. Desmond Ridder is QB. I'm not afraid of Desmond Ridder. I'm going to say defend outside run. Bijan Robinson's going to get some touches for sure, I would imagine, even if Cordell starts. But either way, their 2 biggest threats are definitely their running backs. Now, on their defense for our offensive side of the ball, Jaycee Bates back there I don't like. They've also got Grady Jarrett. Those seem to be their 2 biggest threats. We're going to have to throw it. I'm going to say throw it medium will be our game plan. Bryce Young doesn't have the arm for these deep balls yet. I might even say throw it short. The problem with throw it short is you can see like the buffs and debuffs we get based on our game plan. For our rookie quarterback, I do not want faster pocket degradation. Goodness. I don't want that pocket collapsing any sooner than it has to, so I don't want to go throw it short. Even if we'll be able to get quick passes off, I don't want that pocket collapsing. So we're going to go throw it medium, which will make our short passes more difficult, but short passes I'm typically only throwing if they're wide spanking open anyways. We're going to go throw it medium, and we are not going to throw it towards Jaycee Bates. That's at least the plan. We'll see what happens. Bryce Young, up to a 76 overall. We are going to get you another gold for our weekly practice, my man, and I think you're going to level again before we get this week 1 start. Jameson Williams has just been a standout in practice, man. We'll see what happens in the game. Everything is tougher in the actual games, but man, Jameson Williams, so happy with that pickup so far. I've been gushing about him all training camp and all preseason, but he has literally not disappointed once yet. So glad this is our wide receiver 1 and not Adam Thielen. And look at him right there! breaking ankles on his way to the end zone. Goodness gracious, man. I'm getting expectations built up, but Jameson Williams has just been so solid throughout this offseason practice. There he is again. And he sneaks in for another touchdown. That's 3 straight. Dog. He's only a 79 overall, but I really feel like we got a future superstar in our hands. I went ahead and got goals for Jonathan Mingo and Jaycee Horn as well, just to squeeze out the absolute most development we could before our week 1 game. Now it's time to talk about our weekly goals. Now I think a reasonable goal is 2 passing touchdowns. You can see the reward of staff points we get for leveling up our coach if we reach these goals in game. We could get more staff points for reaching something else, but I feel like 2 passing touchdowns is a safe bet. I kind of want to go safe bet here. I am nervous about our defense. I like our defense, but I don't know how well it's going to hold up yet. I don't think we're going to let 30 points up, but I'm going to set our goal to 24. If we give up 3 touchdowns, I can see that happening. So I'm going to put it at 24 to be safe. Offensive yards, we said we need to get 350 passing yards. I guess I'll keep that there. And then for my head coach main goal, I'm just going to say win the turnover battle. If you win the turnover battle, chances are you win the game. And so I just want to win the turnover battle. One thing I have not yet mentioned that will make this, I believe, a lot more realistic and a lot tougher. If you've played quite a bit of Madden, you know one of the most important things when it comes to like success, whether it's simulation or just in general, is playbook. And I am the type of guy, as you can see here, that makes his own playbooks in Madden. That strike rate offense has carved many a defense. But for the sake of realism, we are on the Carolina Panthers, so we are reduced to only using the Carolina Panthers playbook. And that is how it will be for the entire season. So a lot of my favorite plays that I put in my own custom playbooks, not going to have them. We're going to have to go with the Carolina Panthers playbook and make do. I don't even know the Carolina's playbook whatsoever, so we're going to have to really get to learning it quickly and come up with a decent scheme for what we want to do. I am the type of guy, as a head coach, Coach Rogus, he likes to have the ball second half, so I always prefer to kick in the first half. Because when you get the ball second half, there's just no downside, you know? If you're down, all right, we get a good opening drive to the second half, make a comeback. Or if you're up, we start the second half and chew the mess out of that clock. Never do I don't care nearly as much about setting a statement or having momentum right out the gate. Yes, it's important, but you always want to have hope in the second half if you need it. There it is. This is my favorite Panthers jersey. That nice, beautiful Gatorade blue jersey. And then the Falcons actually have my favorite jerseys in the entire NFL. I believe it's not their alternate classic, though. These are pretty nice. It's the alternate that like fades up into the red at the top. This is my favorite jersey in the NFL, so we're gonna play against that. It looks awesome. Let's view the superstars before the game. The only X factor is Kyle Pitts. Was absolutely nothing in the NFL. How he is an X factor, I have no idea, but he is absolutely amazing in this game. In a fantasy draft, like for franchise that I did on my own, I had Kyle Pitts, and he is amazing. But what sucks about that is we're gonna have to find a way to shut him down in this game. I don't know how that's gonna happen. Then they also have Jessie Bates, AJ Terrell, Calais Campbell's on the Falcons now. Young Koku is a superstar kicker. I didn't know that. They have 3 superstars on defense: Jessie Bates, AJ Terrell, and Calais Campbell. That is going to be tough to work around. We have our left tackle, like we went over very early on in this video, and we've got Brian Burns, of course, and those are our only superstars. Falcons got much more talented key players in this game. We're going to see what we can do. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, here is the very first game of our Carolina Panthers Madden 24 franchise series. Let's do it, baby. Desmond Ridder versus Bryce Young. And that was Drake London, who we were not able to make a trade for. One of my, underlying storyline goals in this game is I need Jameson Williams to have a much better game than Drake London to justify giving up on Olave and Drake London and going with Jameson Williams. I need Jameson Williams to outshine Drake London like crazy today. That's a storyline goal right there. All right, here we are, opening kickoff, baby. Hacker to kick off the 2024 NFL season. Not the most accurate kickoff of my life, but good power. We're going to send it into the end zone. I bet they take a knee. They're not running that out. You're 6 yards deep. All right. Starting on defense, here we go. We'll give a little intro to Desmond Ridder. Let's see what's going on here. He's only a 71 overall, Desmond Ridder might make his own young quarterback mistakes that might lead us to be able to have some success in this game. So like I said, I don't know this playbook whatsoever, so we're going to have to make do. They're in the I form. I called cover 3. I'm going to change that to cover 1. There's no way the fullback is getting the ball. I'm going to send that blitz. I feel like it's going to be a run opening out. Oh, it's play action. Oh, it still goes with the running back. Was that Robinson? Because I thought it said Cordell Patterson was going to be the starter. Maybe I got bamboozled. Oh, I like 3-3. Okay, 3-3 Cub is actually a formation that I know and am a fan of. Cover the middle here. I'm on it. I'm on it. Break that up. They completed it only for 2 yards, though. Desmond Ridder 2-2 opening out. We got 3rd and 4. I will man the running back. I'm going to pinch in case they go like an inside zone. Nope. Watch their speed out. No! They hauled it in for the 3rd down conversion. Oh, I needed us to knock that out. Oh, that would have been big. That's weird. Another play action. All passes starting out for Desmond Ridder. He completes it to Kyle Pitts. 4 for 4, but only 13 yards. No yards on that game. So if Kyle Pitts is being held to 0-yard completions, I will take that. I'm on this zone here, but I'm on Kyle Pitts. They're going to throw to the flat, and he's going to carry our DB for 9 yards to make it a 3rd and 1. There, I think we're going to see the first real run here. I'm going to man Deion Jones, pinch it, press. Here is the run, blow it up. No! Who got pancaked? Oh my gosh, there's Bijan Robinson, the rookie with a huge run. And there's that momentum. Away team is more vulnerable to fake snaps. So if they start throwing some fake snaps at us, our guys might jump off sides. I think that was Bijan Robinson who got pancaked on that play. I got to check the replay on that. Number 63 threw a pancake. Who is that? Thompson, bro. Absolutely obliterated on the line of scrimmage. I'm going to personally man Kyle Pitts because he's still the most dangerous weapon. I'm on him. Makes a move. Pick it! No! No! Jarvis Landry brings in the touchdown. Brian Burns was there to make a play, but was unaware of the ball. Did not turn around to make a play on it or get a pick. And in double coverage, Jarvis Landry hauls in the touchdown from Desmond Ridder. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we're down a touchdown. And our right end has a bruised sternum and will not return to the game. We are already on our back foot here. We have got to make a statement of an opening drive. I like I form close. Okay, I'm glad we have this formation. I like this formation. Stretch run. Oh my gosh, they got 3 stars on defense. We can lead dive to the right. I don't want to throw Bryce Young into anything he's not ready for. We're going to run to the right here. I like our blocking setup. Cut right. 1 yard for Miles Sanders. All right, Bryce Young. Let's find you a good pass. Let's find you a good passing play. They've got empty base flex, bro. They've got a lot of my favorite formations. I can work with this playbook. Jameson Williams, he literally might be able with that speed to break off. We could have a deep pass to Jameson Williams here. Oh my gosh, it would make my day if Jameson Williams gets free on the left sideline. I don't have the throw power. He's got... No! Bro, he had the space! I had no time to throw! Almost immediately, I went to lob it to Jameson Williams. I got sacked so fast. They sent the linebacker blitz. Do I know who that is? They sent Ellis on the linebacker blitz and got to Bryce Young immediately on his first passing play. Bro, I was about to sling that out to Jameson Williams. He wasn't open, but I was going to lead it towards the sideline. I think that could have been a big play. Wow, that got blown up. Bryce Young on his first drive of his career has a 3rd and 14. All right, here comes verticals. Jameson Williams has the drag. He's one-on-one currently, but I don't feel like he's going to get anything outside. I'm looking for Hurst here, and if not Hurst, Williams on the drag maybe can rack some yardage. Oh, I actually had Hurst, but Williams has it as well. Picks up the first down. 16 yards, Bryce Young's first pass completion in the NFL. 3rd and 14, it was a long shot. We were going to make that one, and we got it, baby. Okay, let's get back into the run game. They are loading the box. Audibling to play action. Deep cross. Jameson Williams might be open, cutting on the right side, or Chark. The slant on the left side. They are in coverage. Jameson Williams. He's open. Complete. On the right sideline. 2 completions, both to Williams for 46 yards. Okay, already some wild stuff happening on offense here on our very first drive. Inside stuff and run stopper. Calais Campbell wants to stop the run all day. But we're still going to run it towards him. Make a miss. Oh, we got outside. Was not there whatsoever. 2 rushes now. -1 yards from Miles Sanders. I'm going to send Sanders on a little out here. Maybe I can dump it off. And let's go for it. Sanders is open there. I'm going to hit him. Bryce Young, another completion. He's 3 of 3, baby. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Still 7-0. Chark open. Hit him. Make a move. Oh, Jaycee Bates was there. So fast. We got a 4th and 5. 4th and 5 on their 28. Do I trust Eddie Pinheiro for the 3? It's only 5 yards. Our defense had a rough first down, but I got to take my 3 here. Got to take my 3. That's not a gimme by any means, but we will go right down the middle, and it's going to be 7-3 after our first drive. Bryce Young was 4 for 4 on passes, though. He threw no incompletions, but was not able to pick up that 3rd down conversion because Jaycee Bates flew in on that bubble screen. Back on defense, and we do get ball second half, but it's imperative we get a stop. It is imperative we get a stop here. I'm going to try to cover Pitts here again. It looks like it might be a run. It's not. That's technically my zone, but they had 3 offensive players running routes right through there. That was going to be tough to stop. Someone was going to get open there. They're going to run it. We're going to blow that up. Let's go. Bijan Robinson, his first rush, went for 43 yards, but we blew him up there. Golly. Can't believe that first huge run he had. All right, in a cover 3 here. I'm on Jeremy Chin. Make a big play here. Watching an out or corner route. I'm on it. Oh, I thought he was testing me there. I was going to go for that pick. Desmond Ridder's first incompletion. He just throws it away there. I think the pocket was collapsing a little bit on him. 3rd and 11. We got to make a big stop here. 3rd and 11. We cannot give this up. We're going to blanket this first down line. I'm going to use her Henderson on like the corner here. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. Go get him. 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 Sacked! That's Brian Burns! Let's go, baby! Our star defensive player with a huge 3rd down sack! Let's go, baby! Defense gets the stop we needed. Let's set up this punt return. Oh, we get a good block. Break outside. You know what? I'll take it. We're at the 25. All right. Huge statement stop for the defense there. I just needed to know we were able to make a stop, and we got it. Let's go for a big pass. Looks like they're in a man defense here. I'm missing Sanders on a drag. First on a slant. Bates goes down. We got Williams deep. Get there. Caught. He's not going to be caught, baby. That's going to be a 73-yard touchdown. Bryce Young's first touchdown of his NFL career, going deep to Jameson Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, the Carolina Panthers take the lead. Bryce Young is still yet to throw an incompletion. Oh my goodness, Jaycee Bates, the safety, he was over the top. I was not thinking I was going to go there. As soon as the play snapped, I saw Jaycee Bates fly down like he was either in like a mid-zone coverage or like a safety blitz from way outside. Left 98 speed, Jameson Williams wide open over the top, baby. Let's go. I like man here. I'm going to blitz Deion Jones because, again, I'm not scared of the fullback doing something. It's going to be a read option. Knock him out. Ritter's somehow going to get 2 out of that, spinning through that tackle for a couple extra yards. That's fine, though. 2nd and 8. They're coming in a heavy formation here. They're going to run left, and it's wide open! No! Bijan Robinson breaks another! Catch him. Von Bell, catch him. We bring him down at the 8-yard line. Bijan Robinson, the rookies are popping. Bryce Young and Bijan Robinson are going crazy in this head-to-head matchup. Oh my goodness, he just ripped. I was in the middle of changing my defense. My guys were scrambling. They were switching sides of the field, and it was just, they snapped it, and he took off. That's my mistake on that. I got to be careful about switching my defense up then. We did save the touchdown thanks to Von Bell. They are in an empty set here. Cover 3, pass commit. I'm going to watch Kyle Pitts as always. I'm coming up to stop that. He's going to throw it away. Ritter's going to throw it away. That's the 2-minute warning. Carolina Panthers up 10-7 in this opening NFL kickoff Week 1 divisional rivalry matchup. Empty set again from the 8-yard line when they've had such success running the ball. Not sure what the move here is. Oh my gosh, through that bunch mesh, he was wide open, but Ridder could not make the throw. I don't know if that's because the jumbled mess of the defensive backs and the receivers caused the route to not pop when it was supposed to, or if Ridder just made a bad throw, but I'm glad we're going up against a young QB right now. I'm going to go Tampa 2. I'm going to guard the middle. It's going to be a draw for Cordell Patterson. Breaks a tackle. There's a flag on the play. We did keep him out of the end zone. Holding offense. Okay, that's amazing. 3rd and goal from the 18 or 4th and goal from the 1. I feel like they might go for the 4th and 1. So I'm going to... Now my D tackle. Dislocated shoulder out. We've got 2 defensive players on our D line out for the game. Hate that. They've got to go 18 yards here. I'm going to go quarter because... Yeah. There's got to be a 4th and 1, so... We got a shot here to make something even better happen. Yeah, I'm on this zone. I'm on Pitts. Pitts is breaking outside. Look at the quarterback. I'm on him. That's a pick! That's a pick! Interception by Robinson! Oh, baby! That's what I'm talking about! We had the option to have him on 4th down. I said, let's go 3rd and 18. Maybe we can make something better happen. That's something better! Jamie Robinson! Ridder tried to playmaker Kyle Pitts back to the middle, and we were all over it. We get ball second half, and we got a chance to go get 7 more before halftime. From our own 20-yard line, let's not do anything crazy. Let's just keep doing what we've been doing. We're keeping them honest. We have not had any success in the run game, but we'll keep trying it, keep them honest, and then on 2nd and 3rd down, make some passes happen. Ooh, we got a seam up the middle. We'll get about 5 there. 4 rushes for 6 yards from Sanders. It's been tough. I'm not putting it all on him yet. The blocks haven't really been there up to this point. 3rd and 4. Hurst looks like he has no one on him. He's open. Haul it in. I went for the possession catch because I did not want to get lit up by that safety and be on 4th down. Bryce Young, 6 of 6, 144 yards and a touchdown. What a debut. 40 seconds left. We still got our timeouts. Need to be careful about the clock here. Hurst on a corner route. He's there. Complete. I'm calling timeout. Oh my goodness. What an opening game. All right, we're going to roll out here and see maybe if we got Williams on the comeback or Marshall over the middle, and Hurst will leak out into the flat. I'm going for Marshall. Drops it for our first incompletion with Bryce Young, but that was a tough one. We could have dumped something smaller off, but with the time on the clock, we got to get close to the end zone here. Blitz does come. Nothing's there. Throw it away. 2 straight incompletions. It's okay. 3rd and 10. We got 1 more shot to try to get 7 here. But I'm settling for the 3 if we have to, if we don't convert this. I'm going to send Williams on the slant here. Hurst on the drag. Maybe pick it up. Now, these 2 linebackers in the middle, they might drop back in the coverage or they might blitz. That's going to determine what we do here. They will drop into coverage. I'm going to hit Hurst. Maybe pick it up. Very close. Very close. 4th and 2. I'm so tempted to go for it. Being up 10 at halftime versus 6 would be huge, but I've got to take the 3. I can't risk not taking the 3. We put it through again, and that is a 13-7 lead, and they've only got 13 seconds or whatever. There's no way we let them get anything before halftime. Can't let them break anything up. They're going to run it. Looks like they want to go to halftime. Can we stop Bijan Robinson? They're going to call a timeout. They got 9 on that. I think they might be able to get something off us. Okay. They got a weird bunch left. I'm going to have Chin cover the top. They're audibling. Now they're sending the bunch right. I'm on Robinson. And they're going to run it anyways, and they break it back left! Robinson breaks a tackle and is down to the 50, and they're in Hail Mary range. Wow! Bijan Robinson is having the most spectacular opening game for a running back I may have ever seen. We got a chance to do something big here. Maybe get another interception. See if they regret trying to do something before half. I'm all over it. He's going to throw it. We're all kinds of there. Let me pick it. Let me pick it. I intercepted with Jeremy Chin. Oh, and I've got some space to run out. Give me a block. We're taking it back, baby. Come on. Down the sideline. Nothing else is there, but that's how we keep momentum going into the second half. All momentum, all Carolina. Jeremy Chin. What a first half. Now we got to readjust at halftime, make some halftime adjustments. We're only up 6 points. I don't know if I want to try to start chewing clock now. I kind of do, but man, our running game has been just tough. I'm going to stay with the passing game as our main offensive focus. We'll keep trying to run the ball, but Bijan Robinson is absolutely decimating us. So I'm going to defend the inside run. Our game plan going in was defend the outside run, and he's still torching us. Maybe defending the inside run would be more helpful. My goodness. All right, we are in chew clock. Let's try to just get our run game going somehow, man. Break it out. Get a block. Good block. Make a move. I'll take 9 yards. I'll take that all day. I can't go back to the lead dive. It won't let me audible to it because we just ran it. I'm going to try a toss to the right. And that chew clock's making that clock go down. He got off that block. 3rd and 3. All right, we're going to try a roll out here to the left. And just pick up 3 yards. Just pick up 3 yards. Pass. Rushes on us. No! We had an open man in the flat. Did that ball get batted down? What happened? Trimble, wide open. Pass rush is on us, but he was right there. Oh my gosh, Calais Campbell. I can't tell if he batted it or if he just disrupted his throwing motion, but that ball went in the dirt. Calais Campbell makes a play, and we had a first down. After the punt, we're back on defense, only up 6 points. That is not how I wanted to open the second half, but we did kill a minute and a half. In 6-minute quarters, that could be a lot. There's play action. And we get the blitz coming, and it's Brian Burns again. Oh, don't give him that. Woods, Xavier Woods, you got to be on that out route. I'm on it. Force the incompletion, 4th and 7. They're going to have to punt that ball right back. Let's go, baby. We are still in the driver's seat on this game. We have the lead. We've forced Ritter to throw 2 picks. Now I believe it's their second punt of the game. Our defense is holding up. I should have gone stifling defense, it looks like. See if Marshall on that wheel route has anything. Doesn't look like it. Oh, he came back to it. What? We'll dump it off there. We got Sanders. Let's go, baby. Woo! I was afraid that defender was flying in. I was afraid he was going to jump that and pick it. I got so scared when I tossed it up there. I knew it looked open. We got it. Okay, it wasn't the big pass I was necessarily going for, but we completed it. We got a first down. I'll take it all day. Oh, it's just wide open. I got to take Sanders. Sanders out of the backfield. Being a receiving back has been so much more effective than in the running game. That's like his 3rd big catch, I feel like. He's wide open. Wide open. Let's go, baby. Bryce Young, 11 of 14, 217 yards. For our goal, we got to get supposedly to 350 and another touchdown. That's going to be tough. All right, we're going to play action to the right, and hopefully that opens up some of our receivers running left. Play action. I'm dumping it back off to the running back. It's there. Oh, a move from Miles Sanders for the first down. Hurst, I'm giving the flat. I'm going to try to rub Marshall open. It's not there, but Chark is. I threw it on my back foot out of a sack, and he completed it. Bryce Young is going insane in his rookie opener. A little pass here. Maybe have Hurst. Hurst caught it. Touchdown, Panthers. All right, to try to make it a 2-touchdown game, I'm going to go for 2 here. I'm going to just go for the run. Oh, what is this camera angle? What on earth happened there? We did not get the 2-1 conversion, so it is a 12-point game at the end of the 3rd quarter. We should have this game pretty well in the bag as long as we don't... Once we get the ball back, we just got to chew clock, man. There's only 6 minutes to go. I was so nervous. Their first drive, we gave up 7. Luckily, we shut them down since then. Even still, Bijan Robinson has had an incredible game, but we said we had to shut down Kyle Pitts. I think he has 1 catch for 0 yards right now. We have shut him down. And I was talking about how amazing he is, and he still is. But daggone, we have been shutting it down. They're still in these heavy sets. Are you really... I know Bijan Robinson's been insane, but they still want the running game. I'm there! That's ball game, baby! Oh my goodness! Desmond Ritter having an absolutely atrocious first game of the season. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up with that. I'm chewing this clock out, and we're going to win this game. Falcons have 3 turnovers to our 0. Win the turnover battle. What did we say? What did we say? Miles Sanders only has 8 rushes for 14 yards. Our running game has not been there, but we said from the beginning that this is going to be all on Bryce Young, and all on Bryce Young it has been. And I'm actually going to play action because they got to know I'm running it. Whoa, that got blown up, and a fumble! Oh my gosh! Bryce Young strip sack, Trimble fell on it. That could have blown up this game. That's what I get for being cute with the play action. I should have just ran it. 3rd and 27. I want a good screen pass here. No, he's smothered. Calais Campbell knocks it down. Wow, that could not have gone worse. After the interception, that could not have gone worse. We only killed a little bit of time off the clock, too. And that's not a good punt, either. We're going to kill him, though. Dadgum. We're still in the driver's seat here. Got an open man over the middle. We'll break a tackle and spin off. That's Drake London. Hey, remember, I think that's Drake London's first catch. Jameson Williams, safe to say, outplayed him. Only 3 catches, but over 100 yards in the touchdown. Jameson Williams, that's what I'm talking about. That was our storyline goal, and it's coming through. I'm going cover 2. I'm on Pitts. Oh! Wow, they get a huge pass. They're going to dump it off. A spin move. Bijan Robinson. He is having a game for the Falcons. It has not been going their way since that first drive, but Bijan Robinson has been amazing, and he's going to get a touchdown. And there goes all our momentum. Scotty Miller. Just like that, it's not even 2-minute warning. They have all their timeouts, and it's going to be 14-19. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, it is still all kinds of a ball game. We have got to get first downs and chew this clock. I'm going to have to run it out. Break it right. No! Oh my gosh! Speared! We've got to find a way to chew clock and get first downs. Our running game has been non-existent, though I almost feel like short passes are going to be the way to go. Maybe Sanders in the flat here. Sanders in the flat. Complete. Hold on to the ball. 4 yards. That felt risky, though. That pass rush was coming. I didn't need another strip sack. We're going to run it on 2nd and 6. All right, it's going to be 2-minute warning. We've got to pick up a first down. If we get a first down, we probably win the game. We've got to pick up a first down. Probably win the game with a first down. Oh, my gosh. An opening day win would be huge. They're loading the box. I'm not seeing... Maybe the flat swing there would be open, but I got to run it. I got to chew clock. Can't risk an incompletion. We are going to get blown up. Pick up 1 yard. Do I pass or really try to pick up the first or make them burn another timeout? I don't know what the better play is. They're loading the box again. I feel like I got to try to pick up the first. Chark on the slant. Trimble, some extra blocking. Oh, we've got Chark. Maybe. Incomplete. Here's the deal. If they do happen to go down and score, I'll have a little bit of extra time to try to come back down the field. That was my mindset on calling the pass there. It looked like we had Chark for a second. They have to get a touchdown, but they've only got to go 64 yards with 2 timeouts and 1:46. I can't even really play prevent because they'll be able to chew up the field so fast. I'm going to man Bijan Robinson because he has gone insane this game. That's a screen pass. I'm there. Oh, I got hit in the blocks. Stay in bounds. Okay, they at least stayed in bounds. They're going to go no huddle. Kyle Pitts is open. Oh, no, man. No huddle again. I'm going to go cover 3 this time. I'm on this zone. Watch the corner. He's going to get out of bounds. Was that complete? That was incomplete. They have not used any timeouts yet. They only lost like 40 seconds, and they're already on my side of the field. But all that matters is they stay out of the end zone. That's literally all that matters. I'm going to send 5 this time. Maybe get some extra pressure. Maybe that'll help me out. Still going to be pass commit. There's no way they run it right now. Over the middle to Pitts. We'll line him up, and he picks up 11, man. They're still not using timeouts. Oh my gosh, we're getting carved up right now. They used a timeout. Looks like he was down in bounds. Just stay out of the end zone, baby. Just stay out of the end zone. I thought we had this game locked up, and all of a sudden it has become so tense. Just keep him out of the end zone. That's all that matters. Kyle Pitts has been cooking this drive. I'm on him now. Oh, I missed the tackle! I was on Pitts and took a bad angle. Oh no! They are not calling a timeout. What is happening? They're not calling a timeout. Are they that confident they're about to score? Keep him out. Keep him out. Come on. Keep him out. Come on. Keep him out. Come on. Get there. Make the tackle. Jaycee Horn. There's our last timeout. If we tackle him in bounds, this game is over. But we got to keep him out of the end zone. What is our best formation here? What is our best formation? 4-4, cover 3. Oh, no. I hate it. I hate all of it. I hate all of it. Pinch so they can't get a quick one up the middle. I'm on it. I'm on it. No! Kyle Pitts! Kyle Pitts, who I, from the beginning, have been focusing. I just gave up the big play, the play before, because I focused Kyle Pitts too much. We had shut him down the whole game. Until that very moment. Probably a run. I'm shading over kids' run. It's not a run. I'm on it! He still beat me. I shaded in a little too much. We've got 3 timeouts in 16 seconds. There is a chance we get in the field goal range. I was really hoping we'd stop that 2 points so we could get the win with a field goal. 16 seconds, 3 timeouts to get in the field goal range. We're going to have to run it out and chew clock. Kickoff return. Oh my gosh, shut down again. There's 4 seconds gone. This is the play Jameson Williams scored a huge touchdown on before, but I don't think Jessie Bates is going to sink down again. I'm watching for it, though, just in case. Just in case Jessie Bates wants to sink down again. I'm looking for Williams over the top. He's there, but we've got the sideline. Oh my gosh, that was risky. That could have been picked. That could have been picked. I tried to precision it to the sideline. It didn't go exactly where I wanted it to. Thank goodness Jessie Bates did not pick it off. We've only got 8 seconds. I don't know if there's a chance we even get close to field goal range here. Gotta get something on the sideline. It's gonna be Chark or Mingo, if anything. In the dirt. Man, I can't believe the way this shaped up. I cannot believe the way this shaped up. Bryce Young's 87 throw power. We do not have the arm strength to get close to the end zone, so we got to throw something short. Maybe try a lateral play. Maybe try to make someone miss. I'm going to send Williams with that speed. Try to get a completion, and then make something happen. Completes it, and immediately goes down. I couldn't even throw a lateral. That's going to be the game. Wow, I cannot believe the way that went. Coach Rogas, in his first game as a head coach, Bryce Young in his first game as a quarterback, had the game. We're in control of the game pretty much the whole time. After the Falcons' first drive, until the end of the fourth quarter, we were in control of the game and just let it slip through our fingers, man. How disappointing is that? We are going to start out 0-1, but man, is this fuel for the future of this team. If we started out with a win, maybe we might have been cocky. Desmond Ridder threw 3 interceptions to our 0, and we lost the game. We didn't even have a turnover. That fumble we had didn't even go the other way. We won the turnover battle, and we didn't win the game. So many things I've said this game turned out to not be true. Bijan Robinson only ran it 6 times at 132 yards. Unreal. Kyle Pitts only 26 yards, but had the play of the game with that touchdown. Peyton Hurst and Jameson Williams both had touchdowns. My goodness. And on defense, interceptions from Shaq Thompson, Jamie Robinson, and Jeremy Chin. Wow. The Falcons somehow pulled that game out, and our Carolina Panthers are going to be 0-1. That is a tough pill to swallow to start the season, but man, it's only up from here. This has been so fun. I have been recording almost 3.5 hours. This was supposed to be like a 20-30 minute video. I have no idea how long this is going to turn out to be. Thank you so much for watching. This was absolutely insane, and this is going to be such a fun series. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Peace out. Mwah. See ya.